Please listen closely because this is about financial healthy life. And I really would like to ask Rita to start out with. Enjoy the presentation and talk to you later. Thank you. Rita, the floor is yours.
It is so wonderful to be here today. Good morning and good evening and good afternoon, because I know that we are in many places around the world. And these are going to be the three speakers for tonight, myself, Andrew Hawkes, and Annette is going to join us as well. So the Academy of the Private Investor, very excited to be part of this company. My name is Rita Ashen, and I'm a president with the new consumer community. I have many roles in the company, and I'm most excited about being part of the Leadership Council as well. Just a bit about my story. When I first heard about this company nearly 3 years ago, I was actually in a good financial place. I was working for myself. I was an entrepreneur as a cryptocurrency trader. So I did a lot of trading and I made my own money every day. I could make hundreds or I could make into the thousands on a daily basis. It just depended on how long I wanted to sit at the computer. So I heard about this company whilst I was doing cryptocurrency trading, and I wasn't looking for an opportunity. But when I saw the opportunity that this company had to offer something wonderful to everyone on the planet, I couldn't close my eyes. Once you hear about it, you just know that it's your responsibility to help to change the world. And so when I heard about this great work that this company, this academy does, I knew I had to stop exactly what I was doing and move forward and help create some change. So I was very excited about it. And now, nearly 3 years later, every night when I complete my day's work, I go to sleep and I'm happy with what I've accomplished. And in the morning, I still have to pinch myself to know that it's real and I'm part of this amazing academy and this amazing company with all these people. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are going to hear some terminology, EIPs, that means Educational Information Product, MLCI, Multi-Level Crowd Investing, and CRU means Crypto Unit, Internal Points for Tokens, Digital Stock Analogy. Let's get on with the compliance and disclaimer, and please note that we do not sell and do not have a license to sell shares or tokens. All countries have their own rules for the sale of financial products, and we comply with the laws of the country. Most countries allow the sale of information products without a special license. We offer the opportunity to participate in wealth building training, which provides the fundamental principles on which wealth is created and maintained. We do not provide financial or investment consultations, and please do your own due diligence or request confirmation from a licensed accountant or a financial advisor in your area for compliance with the requirements in your state and your country. So thank you so much for being patient. Our meeting agenda for tonight, I'm going to go over investment thinking, and I'm very glad to have this topic and introduce it to you. And then we're going to have Andrew come in and talk about our incredible VIP club of a private investor, and Annette will come in and talk about the multi-level crowd investing and our concept, new economic evolution of the world, trending all over the globe. Very exciting. Buckle up, everyone. The Academy of the Private Investor. Very pleased to be part of this academy, founded in 2011. It's a global online platform with over 9 years experience. We have 1.3 million users from more than 176 countries all around the globe. It's incredible when we get together for our meetings in different places around the world and we get to learn about each other's cultures. And this is how we have a respect for one another. 176 countries. How amazing is that? We have teachers with up to 23 years of experience in investment and finances, and these teachers want to share their knowledge with you. We have practical training in the field of finance, investments, and personal growth. And we have real case studies, group training, and individual training and mentorship. I'm so glad to be part of this academy where we have people that have earned multiple six figures and they are willing to share all this knowledge with us. If you want to learn, always learn from the best, right? Investment thinking. Okay, so whatever you do right now, I want you to take that cap off for a minute. If you're a cook, take your cook cap off. If you're a truck driver, take that cap off for a minute. If you're a mother, if you're a barista, whatever you are, I want you to take this cap that I'm giving you, a nice shiny black cap, right? It's your new investor cap. And put this on, clear your mind and put this on while we enter the next few slides of information. This is Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is a successful businessman, entrepreneur, author. He's written 26 books. One of them, a bestseller, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, sold over 40 million copies all around the globe in over 51 languages. So 51 languages, what that means is that his reach is global and people all around the world want to listen to what he's saying. He has this cash flow quadrant, which is quite interesting. Look at the quadrant and put yourself into one of these boxes. When I first saw this quadrant, I was quite amazed that I am in one of these quadrants. As an employee, when I had a job, right, I was reliant on that job and that company for my income. I worked the hours, I got paid, right? So I had one income stream. Think of an income stream as a long string in front of you, right? But if something were to happen to that job, that income stream is cut and there is no more income, right? And that is what's happening all around the globe now with the current pandemic situation. As an entrepreneur, you also work, but you work for yourself. You're the boss. You have to open up the shop, right? You have to close the shop. You have to do the banking. You have to pay everything, right? I've been in both. I've been an employee and an entrepreneur as well. And I can say that the entrepreneur was the hardest because sometimes when I had things to pay, I was left without any money myself. So I'd rather be an employee. At least I wouldn't have all of that responsibility. Now, on the other side of the cash flow quadrant, Robert says this is where we want to try to go. Now, why is that? Have a look at the words down the bottom. 10% of the money is owned by 90% of the people. So on this side, and imagine a big round circle. Imagine a pie, right? Let's cut just 10% of that pie out. So 90% of the people only share 10%, that little piece of the pie. What about the other 90%, the biggest slice of the pie? It's on the other side of the quadrant, right? It's where businessman and investor are. So does it not make sense that if you want a bigger slice of the pie, you got to get on over to the other side of the quadrant, right? So a businessman, you own a business, you have a system in place and it works and you have people working for you. This is incredible, right? As a business person, you can waltz into the business if you like, say hello to the employees, check everything's going well, and then you can leave, motivate them and then leave. You can go and play golf, you can play tennis, I love tennis, you can go swimming, you could go sip margaritas on the beach if you wanted to, right? You can do anything you want because this business will hold and work on its own without you being there. So that is an amazing place to be in, right? And as an investor, you have multiple income streams all in front of you because you are invested into multiple businesses. So this is ideally what we want to do is push you to the other side of the quadrant. So thank you, Robert. What an amazing realization that was. Now, financial literacy. This particular study of financial literacy was done with it's called the S&P study. It was done with over 100,000 adults all around the globe, right? And if you look at this particular slide, I want to tell you how this slide is going to be one of the most important slides that you are going to see tonight. You are going to think about this slide tomorrow. You are going to think about this slide next week. So let's take a look at the countries in the gray. There's no data. We don't know how they're doing with their financial literacy, right? The countries that are around the orange color, they have from 20 to 50% of financial literacy. So they kind of know what they're doing, right? In the blue, we've got countries from 50% to 70% of financial literacy. And in the Scandinavian region, you can see that they are dark blue and they have 71% plus of financial literacy. So I guess I haven't blown your mind yet, right? But if you think about how important this is extraordinarily important, because if you imagine, just for 1 minute, a comparison, imagine that this is a car, right? And this was the level of how good people did with their licenses, right? Imagine the countries in the gray. Well, they don't even know how to drive a car, but they're behind the wheel of a car, right? Is that not crazy that they have no ability to drive a car, but they're behind the wheel of the car? And in the countries in orange, from 20 to 50%, well, they only know some of the road rules. They don't know all of the road rules, but they're there driving their car. Does that not seem crazy to you? And in the countries in the blue, if this were a car, right, they know some of the rules, enough to get by. But what about the real tricky situations that you get into? They don't know about it. And in the dark blue, only some of them know how to drive this car. Well, what happens is you need to know that people know how to drive their car, right? Because if they don't know how to drive their car, they are driving right next to you and they are crashing. You don't want people next to you in a car crashing into you. I don't want a car crashing into me. I don't want that bus crashing into me. I don't want that truck crashing into me. And I don't want that utility crashing into me. So think about this in terms of money now. We are living next to our neighbors, our families, and they are crashing everywhere with their money. They don't know what they're doing with their money. And one of my friends told me about a study that 90% of the disharmony in the family home is due to the mismanagement of money. When I really thought about that, I realized that it was true for my experience as well. So if we have disharmony in the family home, people don't know how to spend their money, they're spending it frivolously, they're wasting it, right? What does that do? That creates tension and arguments and disharmony in the family home. Now, if there's disharmony in the family home, there's disharmony in our communities. If there's disharmony in our communities, then there's disharmony in the countries. If there's disharmony in the countries, then there's disharmony all around the world. And what is that disharmony called? It's a 3-letter word. Who knows what that word is, people? Please put it in the chat. Starts with a W, right? Who knows what that word is? It is war. Exactly. The word is war, and it stems from money, right? And so now we know that if we can change the financial literacy of our own home, of our neighbor, of our family, and our friends, we can start to change all these colors. All these oranges, they need to be blue, and then they need to be a darker blue, right? And then they need to be 100%. So we can have people all around the globe that know what they're doing with their money, and then we can stop the war, right? So we want to make sure that we are living in harmonious environments. And whose responsibility is that? Who can we rely on? It's you. You've heard it now. It's now your responsibility. You cannot unhear it. And this was the realization that I had 3 years ago. Once I realized this, I could not go back. So we have a solution for you. Anything you want, any dream you have in the world, we've got the solution for you right here. We have some amazing training courses that will help you with your personal growth. And whatever it is you want to do, are you a great singer? Do you want to produce an album? Right? Do you want to open your own restaurant? Do you love to make vegan recipes and you want to share that with people all around the world? Well, we have investment courses that can teach you about goal setting, about planning, about realizing your dreams. And we have amazing business education where we can help you to create a business so you can go out there and have the best, create business enterprises all over the world and be successful. So anything you want, you don't have to look anywhere else. It's right here. We have the solution for you. Now I have a picture in front of me. You can see some amazing people here. They are from our local council all around the world. And thank you so much for each and every one of you, and more that could not even fit on this slide. I want to talk about a couple in particular. A good friend of mine, her name is Rebecca Lamalu, and she is lives in Auckland, New Zealand. She's a top manager. And if you look on the third row toward the end, she's wearing the green and blue striped dress. Now, Rebecca first started in this company. Prior to this company, she was working in vehicle leasing. And then when she heard about it, pretty much like me, she heard about the opportunity and she knew that this is what she had to do to help lift her Samoan, her Pacific Island community, because she says that people always tend to look down on those communities, and she wanted to give them a chance to raise them up. So Rebecca has built a great business. Previously, she said to me that she was a shy person, but after being in this company and learning with the courses, it's really developed her. Now she's a speaker. She speaks at our events, and she also runs lots of webinars with the English and the Pacific Island community, especially the Samoan community. Well done to Rebecca Lamalu, top manager, over 1,200 people in her organization. And another good friend of mine, Andrew Twelftree. Now, Andrew was an engineer, and he was down on his last dollars when he first ran with this company. He found himself in Australia, and he had a flight ticket to go home to the Philippines where he lives, but he only had $50 in his pocket. And he had the academy, right? He knew about it, but what he did is it was a chance for him to really take a good look at it. And he said that he had $50 in his pocket, but he had 2 weeks before he could go home. So he asked a friend, can I please sleep in your office? I have no more money. I have nowhere to go. I have 2 weeks before I have to catch my flight. And in that 2 weeks, Andrew changed his life around. He took this opportunity and he ran with it. He did what he had to do. He even did webinars outside of the office because that was the best place he could get the Wi-Fi connection, and sat on a bucket with his computer and did his webinars. We are so proud of him. He is now a president in our consumer community with over 12,000 in his organization. Well done, Andrew Twelftree, who uses this, has created multiple income streams for himself. And congratulations to all of our people that you see before you, and a lot, as I said, couldn't fit on the slide. Thank you to our local council all around the world. It has been my pleasure presenting this segment to you. I am now going to call upon Andrew Hawkes to join us. Andrew, would you please come out and take over the webinar? Thank you, everyone, for your time today.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, Rita, thank you for that amazing presentation. Those success stories, how cool are they, guys? Just everyone has the opportunity to be a part of it, and we are literally changing lives with this company and what we're doing moving forward. And what we've already done in the last few years has just been nothing short of phenomenal. I've never been with a company that's quite created what we've done, and I'm very, very, very happy to be a part of it. been investing since I was about 21 years of age. Now, it hasn't always been easy. In fact, I made some very, very fundamental mistakes. And thanks to the education that's provided here, and it's one of the reasons I'm so passionate, the education that's provided through the Academy of Private Investor is got everything back on track, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm very, very grateful for all of that. But here's something to remember. Don't ever compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20. That's a fundamental error. What we're going to have a look at right now is the VIP club of the private investor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is essentially a private investors club. Now, let me put it into a little bit of context for you. Warren Buffett, hopefully most of you know who Warren Buffett is. He's one of the wealthiest gentlemen in the world. Now, he runs a little company called Berkshire Hathaway, and one A-class share in that company is just north or somewhere north of $250,000. That's for one share. Now, people buy one share, the A-class shares, solely so they can get access to the chairman's meeting or the chairperson's meeting each and every year. Why do they do that? They do that because they want to go and tap into and listen to what Warren Buffett has to say. So people literally buy that share so they can go each and every year. Now, even if they had it for 20 years, 40 years even, it's still $100 a year if it's over 40 years, isn't it? Well, it's a little bit more than that. So when we look at our private investors club and what we get access to, remember, they're paying $250,000 just for one share. We get $10 a month. If you're a new person, $10 a month, and you get access to a massive, massive portfolio that's continuing to grow. So let's have a look at some of the advantages of being inside of that. Of course, it is a private club. It's an elite club for those people who are loyal to our brand and to our company. Now, the company recognizes the people that are loyal to us, and they want to recognize those people and make sure that they are looked after. There's so many amazing things going on, and we want to make sure the people that are still out there flying our flag, so to speak, are going to get looked after and rewarded. So it is an elite club. There are discounts up to 75% on our programs. And of course, those of you who know about Golden Friday that's been on in the last 24 hours, you've seen up to 35% discount solely on the normal EIPs, which is incredibly exciting. Of course, only available to VIP club members, which is one of the reasons why you'd want to become a VIP club member. Of course, exclusive offers that come up, one of which you're going to hear about this evening in part 2 of this webinar. So make sure that you stay tuned for that and hang out for that. That does start at, I'm going to say it's 10 p.m. for me. It does start at 1500 Moscow time, so 3 p.m. Moscow time. That will start. So make sure that you hit back for that because it will be a good one. Of course, access to the crypto unit program, which is our flagship really at the moment, and all of its bonuses. Now that includes the staking, it includes the exchange and all of those good things that come with it. Extra sources of income. Now, when I say extra sources of income, any new opportunity that comes through this amazing organization will only be accessible through the VIP club. So you could sit on the fence for a while, but eventually you're going to get splinters. So you might as well get off the fence if you are on it. I know there's a lot of people that have already joined. Congratulations to all of you because you're making the most of what is available to you. I mean, even if you're not building a business, it's absolutely worth it if you do the math. And guys, it's going to be case by case, but do the math. I'm sure you'll find that it will work out in your favor. And participation in the monthly closed meetings. Now, this is where all the goodness comes, guys. This is where you get all of that lovely information about audits and about what the values of everything are and what contracts are going where and what the company's doing and how the money's being invested and how it's being, what the returns are. All of those things happen at the closed meetings. And of course, you only get access to that via the VIP club as well. So let's have a look, guys, at what you do get within your EIPs. And you can see up there the 5 different EIPs that we have. We've got the beginner, the basic, the EIP elementary, the secondary education, and of course the higher education. So you can see there the ticks right alongside it. These are literally hundreds and hundreds of hours of courses. Now they are being updated as well to make sure that everything is relevant and up to date, because some of the things that worked 3 or 4 years ago might not necessarily work in the same way today. So we as a company take pride in the fact that we do update these courses to make sure you're getting the cutting edge or the bleeding edge information to make sure that you can get your money working for you. You might look at it, and here's the thing, right? And this is something I did for years and years and years. If we come from a place of scarcity, we might look at that and go, oh, $250. But when we turn that around and come from a place of abundance and think, okay, $250 now could potentially compound into what over however much time. Now, Laurel Langmeyer says it this way perfectly. She said, it doesn't matter what you do, you always pay. Now, you either pay up front for the course to get the information, or you pay in time through trial and error. And the beauty of these courses there is that somebody's already done the trial and error for you. It means that you can just dive straight in, get the knowledge, apply it, and make it work. And I can tell you without word of a lie that I've applied the information in these courses right here, and in the last 18 months to 24 months have had over a 1,500% return on money outside of what our company is doing. So I know the value of this, believe me, I do, and that's available for everyone. All you got to do is tap into it and have a look at it. So let's break it down. Guys, you can see the discounts there up to 75%. And you can see the beginner, it's 50 unit, right? And as I said, I said 250. That's just for the 8 rules of private investor. You can see there they've got 200 units. So you get it at a massive, massive discount. And you can see the basic 250 units, 1,000 unit, 4,000 unit, and 10,000 unit. And the beauty of all of these, ladies and gentlemen, is that each and every one of these packages has the ability for you to pay them off. Now, the first one, 50 unit, you can pay that off over 5 months, an installment package, $10 a month. 250, you can do that at $50 a month for 5 months. The 1,000 one, guys, that has just been broken down to make it so super simple for everybody that it's now only $100 a month for 10 months if you want to go down that path. So there is literally something for everyone here, and each one of these inside of the VIP club comes with a CRU bonus with the purchase. So you get gifted that. You're going to hear a little bit more about CRU later as well, guys. So let's have a look at the next part. Let's have a look at this, the crypto unit. Let's have a look where we started. On the 30th of March, 2019, we started the crypto unit program. And on the 3rd of April, just 2 or 3 days later, we transitioned to stage 2. Guys, think about that for a second. We transitioned within 3 or 4 days. That's because this program was so good, so anticipated, that it sold out within that time frame. And then we transitioned again to stage 3 on the 1st of May, and you can see the transitions all the way through. Now, we got paid a loyalty program bonus, and we get paid the loyalty bonus each and every month based upon how many CRU you're holding. Now, the first one was actually paid in May when it wasn't due to be paid until July. So that was the company just over delivering that little bit, which made it all the good. My son, that first month, still going to school, 8 years old, made over $350 that month doing nothing. Now, if I can set my children up for that, and that money's still building for them over time, imagine what you could do for yours if you have children. Imagine what you could do for yourself in the same way. 1st of June, we transitioned to 4, and you can see the transitions there. But there in November, let's have a look at that. Whoop, no, went too far. I hate it when that happens. Oh, gone the wrong way. It's the super sensitive mouse that I have. In November, you can see the first accrual of the Profi bonus. Now, this is derived from how well the portfolio does. And it did reasonably well at that time. Of course, the portfolio is doing well. That is from the liquid asset side of it, which is obviously not all of it. It's a percentage of it. And when that performs, we get a Profi bonus. And I think that's amazing as well. And will continue on for years and years to come. Now you can see the 8th of January transitioned as part 2 of the development, and we're in there now. January 15th, we entered the Ethereum blockchain. Exciting things happening there. Of course, there was so much news coming out about that at the time, which everyone's going, oh, look at that. We're in the top 50 transactions in the blockchain. And we were, and it was awesome. The 9th of March, of course, we launched our own internal exchange. And of course, that is when the VIP club started as well. Now, guys, no, it wasn't. That was on the 5th of May. The internal exchange did open on the 9th of March through testing. Everyone was able to access it at that time, but of course, now it's VIP only. And of course, May 1st, we transitioned once again. So let's have a look. What sectors are we in? What does this look like? Now, we have over $404 million worth of assets inside of this global investment portfolio. And these are the 20 different market sectors that we have, or that we are involved in, okay? We are involved in every one of the sectors that you see on this page. Education, multi-level crowd investing, equity participation, we're gonna have a look at that very soon. Health and longevity, innovative transport, and of course, a lot of people inside of this business got involved with our particular company right when that was our primary focus. It was our primary focus for funding, that innovative transport sector. Of course, we're in the banking sector, the stock markets, Forex, cryptocurrency market, which is going to be all important. I did see a couple of days ago or a week ago over Facebook, a friend of mine was at the local teller, one of the banks here in Australia, and the tellers told them that they'd been given a date when they would go cashless here in Australia. So guys, this is coming. Digital currency is going to be incredibly important. So make sure you school yourselves up on those as best you can. Insurance sector, obviously real estate, innovative development, which we're in there as well, agriculture and farming. Entrepreneurial cooperation, of course, that is talking about our loyalty program that is launching incredibly soon. Very exciting things happening there. Science sector, cultural sector, precious and semi-precious metals. Now, I just want you to think about this for a second, and we will cover this. Think about this for a second. Over the last 4,000 odd years, there's been over 6,000 different fiat currencies. And every one of them has failed. Every single fiat currency in history has failed. Crazy, right? But what hasn't? What's always been the staple? Gold. And we have got quite a large portion of our portfolio in that sector, which is very, very cool. Precious and semi-precious stones, space development sector, of course, and the charity sector. So let's have a look. How does this break down? Our global crypto unit program, the worth today is just north of $404 million. As I said a little bit earlier, so 404 million unit, which does equate to US dollars. You can see Sushi Master there, restaurants, gold mining, KG Club production, which of course is movies inside of the Asian market and the Indian market. Very, very big markets. They actually dwarf the Hollywood market, believe it or not. And innovative basalt technologies. Now, if you're not sure about what innovative basalt is or what basalt does, it is a naturally occurring organic material. It's 100% recyclable, and it can replace reinforcing rod and concrete. It can replace the steel bodies on cars. It can create a replica of, well, not a replica, a substitute for carbon fiber. You can literally plait with this stuff, and it's strong, 100% recyclable, so therefore 100% green, which is incredibly exciting as well. So what does the crypto unit provide us? It provides us co-ownership in the global portfolio. So simply by holding one of those crypto units, you have an allocation inside of that portfolio. The more of the crypto units that you have, the bigger allocation you have inside of the portfolio. Of course, guys, I'll back this up again. You can only get to CAU if you are part of the private VIP club. So you need to be a part of that. If you're just joining us, it's $10 a month, or 10 units a month. That is a small price to pay for what you get access to, and what these, what they're already worth, and potentially what they're going to be worth in the future as well. You get monthly loyalty programs. So in order to receive the loyalty bonus each and every month, you need to hold an allocation of CRU. And again, you can only do that through the VIP club. The opportunity to receive the Profi bonus. Now we say opportunity to receive because it does depend on performance of the liquid assets in that portfolio. Now, again, you must be VIP club member to be able to get CRU. You must hold CRU to be able to get the potential of the Profi bonus and of course the loyalty payment as well. So what's another one here? Regulated and transparent financing. Now this is something incredibly important and I'm so excited as to where we are right now with the legal team we have on board, the work they've already done and the things that are in the pipeline. The seeds have been sown, if you like, if you want to put it in that context. And things are absolutely heating up there in the regulated and transparency. Now, when we're talking about regulated, think SEC, think ASIC, think all of those regulatory bodies that make sure everything's done in the correct way. Now, when you're on board with them, when you've done all the right paperwork, no one can argue the legitimacy of your company and as to what you offer. So that's an important step for us. And of course, you can see exactly where everything is going and why, which is very cool. And guys, being in those closed meetings each and every month, that you can see the transparency in those meetings. The CRU value of growth due to the increase in assets. Now, guys, the value of that has increased because of the assets. Now, picture this. Just over 12 months ago, when this program started, the portfolio was worth around $12 million, $12.5 million, 14-ish. Now, 404. You think about the capitalization in that in 18 months. It's phenomenal. So I'm pretty excited to be a part of that myself. And of course, the possibility of circulation of CRU in global merchandising. Now that's coming, guys. Probably coming sooner than people think. I know it seems like it's back there. And I sat and thought today, after journaling, it was like, wow, what do these next 6 months mean to me? What do they look like? What is life going to be like after December this year? How is my life going to change because of what I've done and what the company has provided for me, the opportunity the company has provided for me through this program? And I can tell you what, I'm incredibly excited about the answers that came back for that. But that global merchandising, when that happens, oh, wow. I'm just going to be sitting with popcorn, watching the ticker. So here's a step-by-step guide. Step one, guys, you can register for free. For those of you who are here with us the first time this evening, please register for free. It costs you nothing to get in and have a look. And I always say it costs nothing for a look, but it could cost you a lot if you don't, right? Because you don't know. You remain, and this isn't pointed, but you remain ignorant to what is if you don't at least have a look at it with an open mind. So the step one is to register for free. Step two, become a member of the VIP club. Why wouldn't you? I mean, to get access to CRU, you have to spend $10. You might as well do that through VIP Club, get access to that, access to all the other goodies that come with it, access to the exchange where you can exchange unit for unblocked CRU and CRU for unit, so on and so forth. So guys, that's the second step. Register for VIP and get the bonuses. Step three, choose the EIP that best suits you. Remember, we went through them before. There's 5 of them. They start at 50 units. They go right through to 10,000, and each one of them has the option of an installment package. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. It's the easiest thing you'll have ever done. And step 4, take actions and go for it. Remember, you always miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And if you don't step forward, you'll always be in the same place. You have an amazing opportunity in front of you right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't yet taken it up, then I invite you to take it up. Don't take my word for it, though. This next person that we have with us this evening, I've got to know her over the last 3 years. She's an amazing woman. She is a wealth of knowledge and just an absolute juggernaut in getting things done. She's very much responsible for the presentation that you've seen here this evening. She is the head of our education department now. Annette Matansoni, if you're with us, please come out and say g'day to everyone.
So today I want to share with you the third part of our opportunity of our business, what we are offering to people. Now I want to share with you how you can actually be an active partner in our business as well, not just learning, the education, what we are providing in academy, but also, whatever we're learning, we can put straight away into the practice as well. So I realized, that I can not just learn new information and learn new way of living, I can also earn the money. I can earn some commissions by just sharing. So right now I want to share with you guys how you also can earn while you're learning or by learning right now. As every company, we do have a system, right? Every company has a system, how they're operating, how they're set. We are no different. Okay, in our company, we also have a system called multi-level crowd investing. For those who are here for the first time, you might think, I never heard about that. Well, I get it, because none of the companies out there has used such a system. We are the first ever company who are implementing this. And I believe in the very near future, we're going to see more and more companies or businesses using particular platform. So let's have a look what it is. So in the world, like I'd say in out there, we know two different businesses. Well, obviously we need to know corporate world, which is the traditional business, but there is also a business called multi-level business, okay? And the multi-level business has their offers as well. In this business, if we join such a business, such a platform, we can potentially get an access to the different trainings related to the business. So we can learn, how to become our own boss, how we can become our directors, and how we can build, global, international, international business. And so therefore we have these accessible trainings. We can work from home or any other part of the comfort, let's say by the beach, as Rita mentioned at the beginning. We can work next to the beach, enjoying the weather. And at the same time, we can, do some good things, like we can combine pleasure with the work at the same time. We can work online or offline. It depends on your abilities or availabilities. If you have an internet, let's use the internet and work online, because by working online, we can build business everywhere. If we're in the shop, obviously we're going to have limited earning potentials, right? Because we are in a specific place. But the moment we are working online, it opens up so completely different levels, okay? And in the multi-level business, there is an opportunity, a chance, to earn million in the first 12 to 16 months time. And obviously, therefore, we are realizing our dreams much quicker. Think about, your current job or the business that you are in, if you haven't joined us yet. Is there an opportunity for you to earn the million? Is there an opportunity for you to build international business or not? Okay, so this business platform looks pretty good for me, better than definitely the traditional business. On the other side, we have the investment business. So the investment business offers the investment consulting training. So not just the business training, but investment consulting training, which shows you how the money can work for you while you sleep. How awesome is that? So then we are learning about different investment instruments, how they can work for us, how we can generate more money, how we can learn, how we can become the co-owners of different projects. Like Andrew just described you guys, our crypto unit program is a global project, and we become the co-owners of that program, which includes different investment instruments, okay? But we can create our personal investment instrument or global investment portfolio if we are applying the knowledge acquired in the academy. Then we have opportunity to increase, therefore, capital much quicker. We can become more skilled, asset managers, and we have opportunity to create assets worth of million in the first 24 to 60 months. And here's the difference, guys. In multi-level business, you have to work to earn, and your business have to work for you. But in investment business, your money is working for you. The money is working for you, and the business is very prestige. So this business also looks pretty awesome for me. Which business side do you like? Which business opportunity do you like? The first one or the second? Put in the chat which one you like the best. Because for me, both looks great. And imagine now if we can combine these two businesses, if we can take the element of both businesses and put in one awesome, super powerful system. We have done that. We have done that, guys. And we have created a multi-level crowd investing that is combining both systems. And right now, the system is working globally. Okay, I can definitely say that this business is working quite successfully, because we do have, we have achievements already since 2014. Let's have a look at those. So right now we have over 750,000 partners worldwide who in some way, in a bigger or a smaller way, became partners for this mission, okay? Then we have businesses in over 175 countries. I like the ULIP system, in 175 countries, and we are continuously growing day by day, week by week. Okay, we are presenting our business officially in more than 11, officially in 11 languages, but we have more than 32 global leaders who are continuously looking to open up more countries and more languages. Okay, via this business we have 71 achievers in rank of president. The president rank is the highest rank you can receive according to our affiliate program. Obviously, about the marketing plan, you need to go back to the person who introduced you to the business or join Thursday trainings, which we run officially around the world. Then we have paid out bonuses occurred in the network of more than 96 million units, which is equal to $96 million. And we have achieved more than 1.3 registered users during these 5 years. If it counting by months, by week, by hours, and by minute, then in 2 minutes we have 1 registration. So count how long the presentation is running right now, and count how many registrations we potentially have received during the presentation, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's pretty awesome numbers, and they are becoming better and better as we grow, because the community is growing everywhere. Where we haven't tapped in yet, we will for sure. And in front of you we have more stories not stories of successful people, but successful entrepreneurs and people within our company. In total, we have local leadership, which was presented by some of the leaderships were presented by Rita. And we have also the global leadership. And in global leadership, we have currently 32 people. And then the next one is the President Council. So these people in front of you are successful already. There was a day when they decided that it's enough of, enough is enough, and they want to change their life. They want to transform their life. They decided to become students of life. I'm sure they become, because they were ready to learn new things. They were ready to relearn the new things, and they wanted to come together. They wanted to unite globally to make a meaningful difference in the world. And I'm really proud to see these people in our company, and who knows, we might grow even bigger. I can tell you, this business is for everyone. Here in front of you, you have more people. And I wish I can share with you all the stories, guys, but then as I said before, we would have to stay here for probably 1 more hour. But there's never, you shouldn't be dreaming for success. You should be working for it. And these people are a proof that our system, our educational program, and whatever we do in this business does work. Okay, it does work for every single person. It doesn't matter what country you're coming from, what background you have, what experience you have, what degrees you have. It does not matter. What matters is that you have set big goals and you dream big and you take the actions. Okay. So what are the advantages of MLCI business? We do, as I previously explained, we do offer the business from home. So therefore you can become your own business, your own boss. Have you ever dreamed about firing your boss? Then you have the option. Okay, and you can become your own boss. Then you can start the international business from scratch. If you ever tried to do the business and it didn't work for you, that's fine, guys. You know, the failure is not a failure. We just can learn from our mistakes and not repeat them again and start from fresh. Okay, so here is the opportunity for you to do that. Then you can earn unlimited earning potential. So either within our business or outside the business, because you can apply the knowledge everywhere, in every part of your life. Then several sources of income we offer in our business as well. Not just building the business, you can become, I think, how to say, not just earning by a network, you can also become the leadership council member, global leadership council, you can become maybe a director, open offices. You know, there are numerous of different opportunities once you prove yourself that you are very committed to this mission. We have unique business model. We have immense impact of the entire network. So I hope you have the burning question right now, how to become part of our project, guys. If you do so, then here's the 4 simple steps. Make the registration. So go back to the person who introduced to this business you today, or who invited you to this webinar. Make the registration. It's totally for free. Go through the verification. It's also pretty straightforward. If you need some help, there is a help from our leaders and from the person who introduced you to the business. Then do the participation. So choose whichever package you want to go for. Be a participant of VIP club. Go and attend different trainings and courses. Do attend different webinars. We are running quite a lot of this support for the new members and existing members already. And the 4th one, the most important, is the implementation. I keep saying the same sentence over and over again because I do believe in this. The power, the knowledge of power, the knowledge is just the potential of power, but the applied knowledge is the power. And I have gone through the same kind of process of realizing that just by reading the book, you're not going to become successful. You have to work for it. And what is the end result of all that we do? So what is the mission? What is the purpose of what we are doing? Our purpose, or our mission, is the new economic evolution of the world. It's a global mission, and only with financially educated and like-minded people, we will be able to complete this mission and our goals that we have set in this project. And our goals are pretty ambitious. We are striving for, to reach the stars. We do want to make a global distribution of wealth more equally. We want to create more security and protection. Enough of the wars, enough of the fights around the world. Let's make our world more secured. Okay, let's help other people. The more we help others, the more we help us. And the most biggest reward is not the commissions we earn, but that thank you, and just the thank you from those people that we have transformed their lives. Okay, so we can help other people, and then we can create a prosperity and happiness. And obviously, the most important, we can realize our dreams. For those who think that, those are just the dreams, I will never achieve them, then here I can assure you that if you are committed to your goals and dreams, and you will do no matter what it takes, and you will run through those challenges and those difficult days, then you will be able to enjoy your life. Definitely 100%. Okay, to build a new economic evolution of the world. So we have we have given the tools. We have a system as well for the new economic evolution of the world. We have 3 pillars that we need to expand globally. So we need to share the financial education, the importance of it. So we need to, share as much as we can, the financial kind of literacy. Then we do offer the co-ownership, so people can become part of the global CRU program that has never been built before, and ordinary people like me and you can be part of it. And therefore, we are looking also for the partners in mission who can help us to build and complete this mission globally, not just in 1 or 2 or 3 countries, but all around the world. So guys, if you want to be with us, then you have to make a decision. Just before I finish, I also want to share with you that we have a presidential council which has 10 people from different countries. These people have reached their tops, and they have they are here because of their dedication, hard work, and long hours for completing, you know, different projects. So right now they are making, you know, really hard and difficult decisions, but decisions, you know, for the good of our company. There was a day when they made the decision to change their lives, and they had to, you know, to start doing something they never done before. So for those who are watching this presentation for the first time and you're wondering, where do I start? Well, I will tell you, start from where you are, and definitely, you know, do whatever it takes. So what will be your decision? What is it going to be? Are you going to leave everything as it is, or you're going to make, you know, the best out of your life? But for that, you need tools, you need people, you need communities, you need solutions, etc., etc. So here it is, guys. Maybe maybe your weakest point is the financial and investment education. So go for it. We do offer it. We have different online and offline courses provided by our, you know, successful international speakers and coaches with practical experience, not just the theory, the practical experience. Therefore, you will be able to put this knowledge into the practice and create a multiple source of income. If you have only one income stream, then strive to get the second income stream. Okay. You will get the opportunity to be between, you know, the like-minded people who can motivate you, people who can lift you, people who can push you and remind you your goals and dreams when you feel tired or when you feel that you are about to give up. Okay, that's very, very important for you to become successful. And then the ability to create the assets, you know, multiple assets, multiple, you know, the portfolio with multiple instruments, and the opportunity to leave the legacy. For me, this is something extraordinary, right? To leave the legacy, to leave something behind me in 40, 50 years when I won't be on this planet anymore. To leave something behind me is something, you know, something amazing. And I could never see such opportunity given to me in the previous businesses. So therefore, guys, actions beats the intention. The future depends on what you are doing today. Okay, so make a decision. Decision is in your hands. And ta-da, we have one more news or excitement promotion for you guys. We are giving a gift of 350 CRU unit to all those new partners who today makes the decision. You know, the 5-second decision, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So for those who make the decision, then and makes the registration from 1st to 30th of June, including, and within the 30 days become a member of VIP club, you will get a bonus of 350 CRU units totally for free. So all those who are here for the first time, this is an amazing news for you guys. June looks to be very interesting month for us. And you know, as I said before, we just can, every week, I think we just can expect more and more, you know, exciting news and opportunities and promotions given to existing partners and our new partners. I hope you enjoyed the presentation today. I hope you enjoyed Rita's part, and she shared with you the importance of having the financial education, and also Andrew, who shared with you an exciting project which we have today. We don't have to be, you know, paying $250,000 to get into this club, as in Warren Buffett's, you know, the shareholder meetings. You can start this you know, journey with just 10 units, and you can be part of this community.